Are you ready for another fight against injustice?
How about the flying chairs for...
Oh, yes.
One more charge, comrade.
Next time, let me do it.
The ring in his hand, he remembered the brave comrades who had fallen in battle. Ugly hat guy, the other guy, and... Did I forget anyone? Yeah, who cares? Someday I'll come back and do the side quests. I promise. Oh, Rufus, wherever did you get this precious trinket? I picked it up on Elysium. You charmer. Right? Just a minute. Right? Okay. Nothing. Looks like something's... Right? Okay. Camera ready. Cheese.
Hey boys, good news. I've managed to persuade Pimpy. What the hell is going on here?
Goal, this might look strange, but...
Is that supposed to be me? What sort of perverted games are you playing here?
I only pushed the button.
it's part of my plan to...
I don't want to know. Just, the boat is ready. Hurry up.
women, eh?
Just shut up, Big Mac.
You were right. Love is just like the sea, baby. Just as deep and as wide, I agree. There are sharks, crake, and venomous eels, and terrors completely unknown, lurking near the ground. But Pimpy, oh Pimpy, oh Pimpy, the clown will not let you drown. Promise, honey.
Come on, don't dawdle.
Don't you get it? We're too late. Look, the sun has almost set.
My other me left here hours ago.
Oh yeah? And then why am I in such a hurry?
Because you are a complete idiot.
How long do we have until the time reset?
Let's see. The sun has just set on Elysium. Root of Deponia's radius, plus the height of Elysium's orbit, I estimate about 2 hours after sundown.
Damn, I almost wish we were back in the time machine.
Well, actually my lab has everything I would need in order to...
Junior? You've got some nerve! Into my office immediately! Step on it!
Quiet at the kiddie table. The adults are talking.
Psst. Rufus! That's the Dean.
The Dean is a dwarf?
My name is Dean Angus McChronicle Sr.
Senior? Ha! Vice Senior's probably more like it. If that. McChronicle would certainly have told me if he had a son.
But I don't. May I introduce to you my father?
Yes, of course. And I'm the new guest lecturer.
Then why are you still standing around? What are you waiting for? To the lecture hall!
No, not so quick. I think there's something we need to discuss in peace and quiet. Hello, class.
Hello!
So, do you have any questions? I certainly do.
What molar mass does a chronoparticle have?
Anyone else?
How do 4D
Okay. 4D, certainly. 3D and 2D have certainly become...
How can deterministic and non-deterministic theories of time...
Not with a hasty reply.
Where is Macron...
Yeah, Macronic.
Moo.
Boo!
Macronipants isn't here, and I have to go as occupy yourselves for... All these theoretical questions won't help you. Haldica wasn't discovered from a desk. Even your beloved Machronicle knew that, and worked on a You wouldn't happen to know where I can find it. Is this it?
Oh, that is just a tachyon compressor. It creates an anomaly that simulates interim time.
So, it's a simulator. Where can I find the act?
If Macronicle was working on something, then it would definitely be in his shed. But no one is allowed in. The Dean locked it and pocketed...
And that brings us... The lock has never been built, whose secrets Professor Rufus couldn't uncover. Write that down. It might be on the exam. A handsome little fellow. Coochie coochie coo. A handsome coo. Hey, stop that. The little fella's pretty probably has no friends to help him sabotage strangers' training wheels. So sad. Nothing's ready for the... Nothing's ready. A change of scenery, but obviously different, doesn't always... platypus basket. I wonder what it's you. Come on, get in there, you. Oh, quit your whining. Your old cage didn't smell any better. A handsome little fellow. Goochie, goochie, goochie. A change of but. What's this again?
Oh, that is just a...
Follow-up question. No one? Correct. What we're missing here, it shouldn't be hard. After all, this is a... So, pay...
Mommy. I think I missed it.
Will that be in the exam?
Boo!
Take it easy now. Nothing can happen until I, Aha! And what is that?
That's a temporal anomaly. A new layer in space-time that possesses all the known characteristics of interim time.
I see. Like a balloon, slowly being filled.
No, not like a balloon in any way at all.
Why not? I like balloons. He doesn't look particularly motivated. I'm sure all he needs is a nice long speech about the difficulties of... I should be mad at her. I should, but she always gets this cute little frown line between her eyebrows.
Cole, what are you doing?
What's it look like? I'm interrupting your lecture.
But you can't do that.
Oh, really? What are you going to do about have me fail the exam?
I'm trying to restore time here.
The time when it's alleged that I've fallen in love with you? No thanks.
Can you at least take your feet off the table and take your hat off? You're undermining my authority as a teacher. What's with the silly getup anyway?
Take a guess. I've made myself my own tinfoil hat, so that I will always remember what a complete and total idiot you are. Boo! Boo!
Somehow I doubt that you'll help. Where can I find
If McChronicle was you, but no, the dean...
And what is that?
That's a...
Oh yeah, the balloon.
No.
Maybe you just don't know the right kind of... That's already abnormal. Always prepare, always assume, and always, and everything has all. Somehow This isn't a weather experiment. Easy to confuse, I know. I do not want to distract them. Can someone tell me why that's...
Because your lecture is mind-numbingly dull. That's why.
How long is this seminar?
All-day seminars run until 8.
What? But that's far too long.
It's already been too long.
Remember, observe the anomaly, take notes, and give me a good evaluation at ratemyprof.org. Hey, I found the scaffold! I've more than earned this achievement. It flows! Downhill, but it flows. It reminds me of someone, my tax consultant. Here, kitty. Stubborn as a... It seems I don't have the right bait for... He's not done yet. He just needs a little more... It seems somehow I doubt that's spoiled. It seems to be the universe. In professional circles, this kind of thing is called... What are you doing?
What does it look like?
Oh, of course. You couldn't know. Oh, of course you couldn't know. It looks like two...
Further proof, if it were needed, that eyesight counts. We are professionals in our field.
Uh-huh. Hitting the old junk ball?
Battering smartasses.
Oh.
Don't worry, he hasn't completed. That's why he's using the
Training bag? That looks to me more like a Drexican
typical sighted person. It's not always about how things look.
But rather than it rains candy?
No, but that doesn't hurt, right? Hey, stay away from
Training bag? That looks to me more like a
typical. It's not all.
But rather...
No, but that.
What is this?
Eggs only through absolute calm and battle.
Oh. What is
only?
My ass. Well then, let's see what you can do.
I can't even see.
Your eyes can deceive. When I could see, I thought it was a good idea to marry Mrs. Sensei.
Was she also blind?
Okay, that's done it. Show this big mouth what you've learned.
Did I hit anything?
Yes, the core of the first lesson. You will not hit your target as long as hit. Hey, do not He must.
Does he occasionally...
Not if you keep breaking his.
Want to see something?
Oh, yeah, aye.
Oh, guess we can forget. Huh. Photos of baby Deponia 4 walkthrough for sale. Hey, that looks interesting. Do you want to share my lunch with me? Love to. I'm hungry. Now all I have to do is find this romantic ninja.
doing here? You should be lecturing.
I just wanted to stretch my legs.
Then stretch them back to the lecture hall. And don't come back until the bell is rung. Go on then. Hop to it. You... Either that or Mirage. Back to your... And don't come back...
What is it?
Eggs only through.
Oh. The plant smells like Lonzo's back room whenever that... The plant It seems to be the university mascot. In professional circles, this kind of... Lock. Anything else would have been a disappointment. Do you want to share that part of the puzzle? Now all I have to do is find... And...
Did I?
Not play to.
Somehow I spoiled B. Spoiled. Somehow spoiled. All that would do is plug. All that... It flowed downhill. All that would... Can someone tell...
All day.
What?
It's already...
What would theoretically happen?
Ah, it would.
That was...
Then perhaps you should think about supporting the faculty with research funds.
You want... Now... Just...
Mr. Rufus,
You're romantic.
how embarrassing.
Did you know that that according to this note, he bears the black...
I wish the ground would...
No, we didn't know that.
Moo-moo.
That must be because he merges with the shadows of loneliness. Luckily, I found this because if you are threatened on the... which apparently applies to...
Threatened. My katana's ripped your heart to shreds.
He offers the following. Do you want to share my lunch with me?
Here, you can have it. I've lost my appetite.
Thank you, romantic ninja. Your courage and generosity will not be forgotten. Are you hungry?
No,
You look hungry.
but I'm not.
Platypuses only eat they spit out, and then they complain that everything was better. Platypus, and then all that would. What would happen if I were to hold
Me! Time passes much quicker in the anomaly than outside. So, the sandwich will get old.
Well, anyone could have foreseen that. Now it's only good for duck food, and I have to cut my fingernails again. Are you hungry?
No.
You look.
But I'm not.
Here, kitty. Ha! I'm obviously. Good bait catches fine fish, unless you're into worms, in which case you can cut out the. Let's see if this can motivate him. Yikes! What's going on?
Me!
Stereo monocle?
My name's Norbert, Professor.
Nerdbert? I can remember that. And your answer is?
The inflow of energy caused the expansion of the anomaly to increase. We are now inside simulated interim time.
And then all of a sudden, time just flies by.
Mama. She said only inside the bubble.
Correct answer, but points off for interrupting. Underbite Valkyrie.
Her name is Hildebrain.
Her parents were jokers, were they?
No, Scraplanders. She's an exchange student.
And I'm Daniel Glandular.
And am I supposed to remember that now, or what? Yippee! School's out!
Don't you want to turn the anomaly off first?
Lesson 2, never want to do something that somebody else can do. How do you...
Have you pressed the button yet?
Nothing! Because there's no point. Oh man, you're just guessing!
Just as you taught us to.
Huh, now I'm actually a little proud of you. Damn, the anomaly is, but at least I'm not losing any time while I'm trapped in here. Damn, but at least I'm not losing.
Shame.
Oh, just when it was getting exciting. Boo!
Everything comes to an end. Get used to it. Stem? I eradicated it. Which damage were you referring?
Those stupid ideas about time. Junior claims, in all seriousness, to be able to create. He says he's built a machine in his shed that can travel back and forth through time. And then he holds lectures on the subject. But thankless firebrand.
Firebrand? He always seemed to me to be so careful, downright boring.
Imagine it. My son, of all people. Yes, an ant.
Honestly? Huh. You smoke?
Not anymore. Although on days like this, I wish I'd never quit.
Isn't that a little...
The nicotine chewing gum destroyed all my baby teeth.
So you don't believe?
How could I?
And a very youthful-looking one, too. Much younger than your own son.
I jog.
And you don't find anything strange about that?
I don't know what you're trying to say. Hands off! That's the key to Junior's laboratory. The whole place is contaminated. Please, Professor. He should be given time.
That's what I always... But it's way funnier when you... Because you repress your own mistakes. Ha-ha! It is so a pipe. You can't pull the wool over a Rufus's eyes. Birds don't need warnings. They're free! And if they want to fly into stained glass windows, they have the right to do so. They are pretty. And more importantly, they aren't part of some stupid mosaic puzzle. Could it be that your son...
Don't you start with there's no such thing.
How do you know that?
Because I, unlike Junior, am a real...
And a very youth...
And you're pointing...
Nothing.
My old pipe. Exactly what I need after... But... And I don't even have any nick... My old pipe. That's just... Whoa. Strong stuff, this tobacco. It, it reminds... We were so crazy. So, Lala Cuckoo! Wasn't very good for us. We experimented with that. With plants, with time. And with women, of course.
I don't...
Mrs. McChronicle was one...
Too...
I was even more crazy. My mother didn't like it. She never wanted me to go. I was supposed to take over my father's Rocco McChronicle. He said playing with time would only whoop my butt for my girlfriend. I was already 25. Oh.
Psst! Mick, your father is distracted.
Go without me. He's right. I need to think of...
No, he isn't. There are temporal anomalies.
I know. We created them, and as a result, ruined everything.
What, and your plan is to give up now? When everything is at...
Don't you understand? It's always at its worst. This here is no loop. It's a downward spiral.
What's wrong? You sound just as pig-headed.
And?
Yeah, but his behavior isn't gonna save it either. What's wrong? You said...
And? He didn't bring the world to within an inch of total destruction.
Yeah, but... Come on, man.
With what?
You're right. I can handle it.
I'm feeling... I just can't quit. Where's the nicotine chewing gum when you need it?
Better no. He's so relaxed. May I?
I don't know. If you may, I may, right? Yippee!
Oh boy, this looks just a touch more complicated to me. Something tells me that for once, I'm actually going to require a little assistance. Yeah, this is nothing but waste. Somehow I had expected liquid brawn. Yeah. Something tells me that for one... As long as the tank is empty. A little oil. However, this is a lot... A little, however... however, as long as it... Ah, you're still here?
Of course, Mr. Rufus. After all, we are on the cusp of an epical discovery.
And anyway, there are junk ball jocks waiting outside the lecture hall again.
They'll have to wait. We are going on an excursion. Pack your things. We're off to... the neighboring building. Thanks, Hildebrain. Somewhat misplaced, but you still get a star.
Wow!
Cool.
Whoa!
Impressive, isn't it? What is it?
Me!
Ah, Nerdbird?
Oh! An impulse-induced tachyon field generator?
Popularly known as a... anyone? Perhaps Chubby over there.
Time portal machine?
Time portal machine, precisely. Because it creates a time portal. But where? Sure, of course, the interim time. The turquoise tunnel, as we experts also call it. And now, for the master question, how to turn that thing on.
Turn it on? But,
All right, people, I want discussion.
That thing at the front must be the tachyon tank.
But the milk bottle with the bicycle pump?
you need a substance that emits tachyons.
Ugh, by the smell, I'd say it used to contain feta cheese.
And you have to adjust the nozzle so they concentrate on the thinnest place in You can detect a so-called potential
4D glasses, feta cheese, anything else?
You're not intending to open a portal into...
And why not?
McChronicle says it's too dangerous. It could perforate the whole...
Oh, Hogwarts. The proof of the pudding is in the eating. You can't win if you don't buy it.
Will that be in the exam?
So, children, what do you need?
They...
Exact...
Full marks. I'm proud of you.
You can stop this whole professor ruse now. We're the smart kids, remember?
Of course, after all, you learned from the best. Professor Reed. As long as the tank... Who can tell me with not perhaps a tool?
Absolute...
Who can tell me junk either? Or
no.
They're not finished yet.
Hey! Do not dis-
He wants to see it. Not if you want to see. Oh, CH.S.V.
Do not dis-
To see. Not if you.
Hey! Hey!
Uh-huh. Someone was chewing gum in my class and didn't give me any, except for their fresh box lunch. It's gonna rain homework. Admit it, you're stuck on me.
That depends on your point of view. Does the boot stick to the dog shit, or the dog shit to the boot?
And are you coming along?
Well, I can't see this.
Was that a yes? Somehow I... All that would do is... Better the junk you have. Away with the stuff. Better the... Better the... All that would... All that... So, children, time. What do you?
Oh, they. Mama.
It's full mark. I'm proud. The gum is already... And besides, gluing colorful shards of... Ha! That's totally unreal.
Do not dis-
He does... Not if you...
Hey!
Want to see? Oh, CH.S.V. Go! This whole... Go, roof! This whole time travel thing. Go! This whole time...
Oh boy, I've just realized that I've got the munchies. The device. So yeah, it's where's the Nick? Oh, it's where's?
I don't know much, but I have chewing gum. Should work.
Nicotine chewing? Oh boy, I've just realized. Wait, I'll just. Monster.
Master Whistlehole, because you know that life is good when your teeth stay. Please ensure dentures are pointing in the... There it is again. The pleasant feeling of having sticky shards of... There it is.
I'm feeling.
What's wrong with you? You sound just as pig... And he... Yeah, but... This homeless person was playing with a capuchin monkey. What happened next took my breath away. Huh.
Hey!
That's not a training bag. That's a go.
Ha! Nice. I may be blind, but my other sense, I can hear the room, taste, and I can smell in your facial expression that you...
Yeah, that was, and not yesterday's chili. And...
My mucus mem... Oh, anaphylactic shock. My eyes...
You finally hit something. My sense of humor.
I want to stop.
That is also an important lesson. If you give up, you've already lost.
Oh, shut up.
Hey,
I already told. Where do you think the bleed?
from my wife, of course. She's always bleeding on at me, claiming that my sports things are actually animals, nuns. But how, pray tell, would a goat manage to get...
Okay. Suppose, can I still milk it?
Of course, help yourself, but be careful, sometimes they bite.
Ugh, that smells like the... Ta-da! I present to you the 4D glasses. Makes potential time portals visible and raises cinema admission prices by the power of two. Who can tell me what this is?
Are those supposed to be 4D glasses?
It is a set of 4D glasses.
Is that stained glass from a window?
Don't touch! That is a highly sensitive, scientific whatnot. Ta-da! I present to you the 4D glasses! Makes potential time portals visible. I see a kind of...
Oh, I know! That must be a place where the dimension membrane between here and interim time is especially thin.
Not thinner than your derivation, nerdo. Exactly.
Oh, good. Then we don't need to calibrate it at all.
Fortunate. Now the idiots are complete. Ta-da! Makes... Even more oil? Now everything... Who can tell me why it's a good idea to put feta cheese into the tank?
You probably built some 4D glasses and realized that cheese emits tachyons, right?
And now, the follow-up question. What color are tachyons?
She means pink.
Then it is proven. Feta cheese emits tachyons. Write that down. Ta-da! Makes... So, children, time to what do you need?
We've got all the things we need now.
Something tells me that...
There! The portal is open!
But that's way too small.
Maybe there isn't enough pressure on the tachyon jets.
More pressure? No problem. I'm a professional when it comes to generating pressure.
Daniel!
Oh no.
Gadzooks! There was another potential portal hidden under the carpet.
What are we gonna do now?
Yeah, but who knows if it's safe?
Nothing ventured, nothing gained.
McGonagall!
Hurrah!
The tachyons must have spread out in the near vicinity of the portal. There's a relatively high probability that they have opened up portal to Kubat.
And how high is high?
Haven't a clue. 1 in 1,000 maybe?
And that's good?
Relatively. It's the only chance that we're going to get. And also, one more than we really deserve.
Speaking of which, I still have to pick Gola.
That means the leap into the unknown without any guarantee of being able to return has got to wait.
No, I'd rather go get her right away. Goal! We did it! The guys and I have opened a time portal!
Wow, well done.
Don't be like that. I told you, I'll make it right again.
And I told you, go away.
Oh, come on, Goal. Take off the hat and...
Hey, hands off! I do understand where you're coming from. After all, that palaver with the platypus puppet theatre wasn't exactly subtle, was it?
Puppet theater? Oh, that. Yes, that was intentional.
But look at them. They're both trapped, without any hope. I'll never be able to escape my hamster wheel.
Wait, you think you're the platypus in the hamster wheel?
Of course. That one is clearly female. Look at her, she...
Ha! I knew it! There is hope!
You're right. It is the male.
At least she's now free.
Yes. Wow. Look how happy she is.
She'll recover. On the other hand, one shouldn't overuse metaphors. What's this?
Hey, give it back!
When did you do that?
While you were gadding about the fairground. What about it?
And you got past the Nevermat with that?
Well, someone had to make sure that things could carry on.
But then why are you so angry? Because we're not together in the photo?
No, because we are. An illusion. A snapshot giving the wrong picture. Or do you think that at the end of the day, we'll be sticking that picture into our photo album? Everything here is going to have to end up being undone and reversed, so that we can save the world, so that there will be no Fulocks on Elysium. That's how it has to be, right?
No, it isn't.
Then tell me one thing that will still remain of our adventures. If you can do that, then I'm happy to come.
Easy. In the end, there's always one thing that remains. There. Look at that.
Kitsch crap?
Hope. It doesn't matter. Let's go. What the? What now? That looks like that interim we crossed in the time pod. But where did this city come from? And where are Goal and McChronicle? They jumped through the portal right before I...
Hey, you! Fulock! Get off of my porch!
Ah, a local. Can you tell me where I've landed?
In my turnip!
Wait a minute. Don't I know you? You're Glandula, the romantic ninja. Just old and ugly. How is that possible?
Are you trying to talk your head off?
Don't you mean, am I trying to talk your ear off?
Not if I got my gun.
Oh.
One step closer and I'll blow your turnip.
But Glandy, it's me, Professor Rufus.
Professor Rufus? Yeah, that's it. He was the guy who's to thank for all of this. Just junk crabs and mites for years on end. What about him?
I killed him.
Well done! Now get out of my yard.
All right. The portal that leads to Macron, unfortunately out of reach. Where the hell have I landed?
Are you lost, stranger?
No, I have a photographic sense of direction and always know exactly where I am. It's just the when has been a little confusing lately.
When doesn't mean a thing round here. You're in interim time, a space alongside the past, present,
and future, I know.
I was gonna say perishable food. We don't have anything like a future here. Rumor has it there used to be one. The portal building authorities are digging around looking for it in the foundations of interim time. But if you ask me, it's just new.
No future?
2 other newcomers passed by here earlier. They asked about the future. Friends of yours, perhaps?
Impossible. They were just with me.
Maybe out there. Here in interim time, the clocks tick a little.
I see they have a few more hands, too.
Well, Welcome to Paradox City. My name's Rocco McChronicle. If you've got any questions, I'll be happy to help you,
Rufus. And actually, I do. Rocco What the hell did you say? Are you Rocco McChronicle, the father of Dean Angus McChronicle, and therefore our McChronicle's grandfather?
You must have confused me with someone else. I don't have a son, and if I did, I'm sure he wouldn't have become a dean. After all, I'm running a family.
Maybe we shouldn't talk about it. The last thing I need now is to accidentally prevent McChronicle's birth. You've seen my friend?
A sexy chick accompanied by a clever, handsome guy.
Not really.
Well, two strangers certainly They met the old hermit. It looked as though they knew it. They headed off to her farm.
Where?
At the old turn left at the town hall.
Where the hell at?
You're in Paradox City, the city between times.
Aren't we always between times?
Excuse me?
You know, present. And
yes, I suppose. Although, here we're not so much, but that doesn't exist here.
What does that mean, you have no future?
That's what I said. If that's what you're interested in, then ask the people at the portal. They're always talking about it, and they're trying to dig one up from the junk beneath the city. Absolute madmen, if you ask me. We've never had a future here, and we've managed quite happily without it so far, thank you very much.
I urgently need to get to Kuvak.
Doesn't ring any bells. Is it beyond interim time?
Of course.
Then you'd better be off asking the guys from the portal building authorities. They map the portals and know where each one leads.
Hey, that's the time pod.
That there? That's been there since before I arrived. My father was going to repair it. That's why he found. Apparently it stopped being so important at some point. Like everything here.
Ah, you obviously cannot help me.
I'm sorry, buddy.
Hey, Rocco.
Howdy, Rufus.
Ah. You can't. People these days just don't try. You can't. People. Do you own one of the time machines out there?
But of course, my young friend. I call it the retardis.
Why is everyone laughing?
Because they have no idea. The retardis is a jewel in the crown of time travel technology.
He said jewel.
Mr. Vincent is neglecting to tell you that his antediluvian vehicle cannot undertake genuine time travel, only deterministic time travel.
You can't change the past with it. You're stuck there until you've recreated the condition of the timeline at the point of departure.
Huh? Don't listen to them. A trip in the retardis is always worth it. If you like, I can take you on a little spin. All I need is a portal map with precise space-time coordinates on it. Just ask the lads at the portal building authorities.
So, you could give me a rock?
Anytime. All I need.
But I can't change.
Unfortunate.
Could I take something?
Only if it doesn't change.
We're out of Fulux soup. We've got toast and milk. And I'm also available on the cheap. My name's Rita. Are you single?
No. Yes. It's complicated.
Don't waste my time. I'm almost 40 and I'm a waitress in the city with no future. Do you really think I'm interested in listening to you moaning on?
Well, you asked. I just want...
Tick-tock, tick. Do you hear that? That's my biological clock. Order something, propose to me, or move over for the next...
Do you have a time machine?
Do you think I'd look like this if I had one? Time machines have become quite rare. Maverick has an instant change, but he'd rather run over his grandfather than take some... And then there's Vince, but he can only offer deterministic time travel. Firstly, that's boring, and secondly, Vince smells of prunes. Otherwise, I only know of the old time pod in Rocco's garage. No idea if that still works. So, if you need passage, just forget. We're all stranded here. The best thing you can do is get married as quickly as possible.
Busy here. Anything free today?
Yeah, a tip for your girl. As long as she hasn't got a ring on her finger, she shouldn't let her man walk around the city on his own.
No, I meant the food.
Why didn't you say so? We're out of fulak soup. We've got toast and milk. Any other questions?
What was the offer again?
Put a ring on my finger and I'll ignore that whole thing about your face.
No, I meant the food.
Why didn't you say so? We're out of fulak. We've got toast. Any other?
One order of, toast and milk, please.
Got any money?
Nope.
Then your girlfriend must be Got it.
No.
Then you're...
Yeah, I think I'll...
I hear that I really should unsubscribe from that dating.
Hello, what's new?
Don't waste my... Order something.
Yeah, I think I'll pass.
I really should
Peanut. Tasty.
What? You've eaten Mikey!
What? But, oh no, I thought you were peanuts.
Don't worry.
Mikey was an ass anyway.
And we are peanuts.
Sapient peanuts from another time.
Delicious and clever.
What do you know? Can I maybe take you along anyway? The way things are going here, I'll probably have to make you into peanut butter.
No. To be honest with you, we wouldn't like that.
Let him speak. Maybe he's got a good reason.
A good reason to turn us into peanut butter? Oh yeah, true. He hasn't given us one yet.
Yeah, why does he want...
On principle.
Ha! On principle.
That's pathetic.
Wrong answer, mate.
Well then maybe, as travel provisions.
Now you're real...
First Mikey, and now this.
You greedy gannet.
What I meant was... Since when do I need it? That usually pops up...
Can you believe...
Oh, look at me. I don't need any reasons to eat.
We want...
Okay, for love.
Wow, now that's what I...
Oh, we'd be happy to sacrifice us.
Yippee!
About one more question. How exactly does it help love?
Oh, yeah. Let him speak.
I want to win back goals of...
Aw, that's so sweet.
I don't know.
I'm not, but this is gold we're talking. Yeah, but, I mean...
I certainly...
Oh, true.
Goal is also more of a long term.
Huh? Well, how...
Oh, it's so cryptic.
Love needs no further explanation.
No explanation, no deal. No, sir.
Find someone else to make into peanut butter.
Okay. You're right.
No probs, mate. No offense.
Come back again once you've thought of a...
That time traveler apparently comes from a completely different ethnic background. This is where my respect for foreign cultures and my diplomatic tact come into play.
Ooga, ooga.
Good day, Sam. I don't believe I've had the pleasure. May I introduce myself? My name is Ung.
Hello. You understand what I say?
But of course, communication is one of the most important attributes for the profession in which I work. I'm a trader, and it would be a true conviviality to engage in business with you. I vend in medicinal herbs for a healthy intestinal flora, in exchange for vintage art from the Neolithic period.
I give stone. You give fart mash.
I couldn't have put it better myself.
Boo!
Ah! Oh no, the Fulux suit. I'm gonna get fired. My whole future depends on this job.
I thought there was no future here.
There is for me. My future self is sitting over there in the corner. He says that if I don't try a lot harder, I'll never be as successful as, well, he said I've got to save, work hard, and sign up. Otherwise, I'll never drive a sleek, instant change. And then, well...
Why don't you just make an...
I can't. We've run out of Fulux ribs. Oh, what a disaster.
No, it's taking up a lot of...
His soup! He'll get me fired. It's also I should be the one complaining about waiters, but if I don't get my hands on some new Fulux ribs soon, I'll never be as rich as... me.
No.
It's also I should...
Occupied! You plan on being done in the crapper anytime soon?
Don't rush me. I suffer from severe temporal...
Not perhaps temporal diarrhea?
No, I'm over that.
Surprise, I recognized you're the time crapper. The temporal toilet tourist, who apparently has made it his mission to clog every toilet in the entire multiverse.
End times person? Is that you? But I've only just met you. You gave me this wonderful toilet paper.
The money from Cletus's suitcase. I remember. But that was my other adventure, a version of the future which no longer exists. As if a huge plug were clogging everything up.
Oh, tell me about it. Oh, everything was flowing just fine. Now it's come to a standstill.
Exactly, but I'll get things back up and running.
Oh, that would be great.
Should I whistle?
No, that doesn't help. I've got real No, I've got...
Is that your ride out?
Why? Have I blocked you in?
No, don't worry.
Shame. So why are you asking?
Well, you left the lights on. If you give me the key...
Nice try. Not only does the Instant Change Coupe make time travel possible without that bothersome time branching, it also has the automatically adjusting headlight.
That's a nice device. No two ways about it.
Every time travel... For a long time, I thought I'd never be able to afford more than the 2 Series, the so-called butter churn, but I was ambitious. I wanted to fight. I've slogged and slaved, shed blood, sweat, and tears, scrimped and saved again. And now that I've got there, The only thing that still gives me any joy is pushing around other people who don't slave away as hard as I did back then. For example, my former self, that he should have served me a bowl of delicious Fulok soup ages ago. But do you see any delicious Fulok soup? If he doesn't start moving my ass soon, I could be due a real ass chewing.
Are you sure you didn't? Maybe it's an if you give me the key.
Forget it. There may have been some in the 2 series. The old butter churn was even... Speaking of missing something, I haven't worked all my...
So,
And for only if it...
Don't you dare! Or do you have some kind of death wish that involves being ripped to shreds by a pack of Fulok?
Well, I thought nothing ventured, nothing gained.
Don't think, soldier! It's war out here, and in war, there were only losers.
What are those trash cans for?
Hey, keep your hand. That's where we keep the seat, and so the wombats can't. Those critters are getting worked almost as bad as the Fulok. I catch them meddling. That's why I always keep. My wife says I've started to squint. It's a good job it's so quiet. We're not equipped for a war on 2.
Hey there!
Do not distress. I've got to stay. Or do you have some kind of death wish that involves being ripped to shreds by a pack of Fulok?
You have a Fulok problem?
What does it look like to...
Hysterical overreact?
Don't you... Or do you have...
Oh, there you are.
Howdy, Rufus.
You wouldn't believe who I met in the city.
My granddad. I know. He didn't recognize me.
No wonder. To him, you're not even born yet.
I guess I never will be. Even the slightest interventions change the timeline. In all probability, we prevented the birth of my father already.
Hogwash. I've seen everything possible and impossible in the last while, but nothing even remotely resembling a timeline. The whole thing is more like a fuzzy, knotted time skein.
It's okay, Rufus. I'm doing just fine. Isn't it incredibly interesting here?
Yeah, very picturesque. But we have to get a move on. Don't you remember? Where's Gold?
In the farmhouse, but there's no reason to hurry. Here in interim time...
The clocks run differently, I already know. Still, no reason to take our foot off the gas. One of these portals must lead to Kuvak. We used it earlier ourselves.
Yeah, it's that one there.
That one? I actually expected a few mind-bending puzzles first. But, so much the better. Wait here. I'll go get Gold, and then we can go get our future back. Whoa, Butterfingers at work. Whoa, but... I'll get Gold, and...
Brace yourself for a surprise in there.
Hey, Goal? No time for coffee. Time to move. Wait a second. Am I counting right? Your goal? Your goal too.
And you are almost as perceptive as when I left you, Rufus. Savior of the world, suicidal time traveler.
You forgot butt model. But how can that be? What are you doing here? Which goal are you?
She's the goal that you rescued from the future.
Yeah, and in return, she left me and Mac on Elysium, stole the time machine, and whoosh! That was the thanks we got.
I've not got such a talent for dramatic endings as you.
And you didn't get far either.
Yes. Perhaps I was a bit too quick off the mark there. When I arrived in interim time, there was no future anymore. The tunnel had simply come to an end, and the autopilot was steering me directly at it. I had to crash land, and was stranded. For us, only a few hours have passed. For her, it's been a lifetime.
Why didn't you use one of the portals?
The portals only opened much later. At first, they were all out of reach. Then the Deponians started to throw their trash into interim time. The time travelers also started arriving from all sorts of pasts. Most were stranded here like me. We built Paradox City from the trash. We tried to reach the portals, but none of them led to the right time. Then, when the first children were born, we realized that we had built ourselves a new home.
But now I'm here. So come on, What was that? An earthquake?
We've only had one of those once before. The time when the portals opened.
Yeah, never a dull moment around here. Don't run off. I'm gonna go have a look. Oh, come on. Where's the portal to Kuvak? And the others? All gone.
I think I have an explanation. When the tachyons poured into the open portal unchecked just now in the lab, we didn't know portals leading to completely different places. As time passes much faster in here, they were open for years. A whole city was built whilst you fetched gold from the university. Shortly after you stepped through the portal, the anomaly closed behind you. In the lab, this was a blink of the eye. Here, countless minutes.
You mean this city only exists because we opened the portal earlier?
Really makes you think, eh?
Yeah, like for example, how do we get out of here now that the portals are closed?
I was thinking more of the moral implications. Well, what will happen to the people here if we restore the old timeline? Are we even allowed to do that?
I can't see any signs.
I noticed that too. You should get it looked at.
Your granddad won't let me through to the...
Sounds like I was never allowed to borrow his...
Any ideas on how to
with a good book?
A book?
Which probably eliminates the next...
Amazingly, there was still a bit of antidote left. Uh-huh.
You girls having a good talk?
I'm just telling Goal about your stamp cannon.
Oh, yeah. I shouldn't have used so much cheese. The portals have...
I'm sure you'll think of something.
I already thought of something.
No, you are not going to get a jetpack.
Aw, man. Are you telling her about our adventures?
Your reappearance has brought back a lot of memories. I'd almost forgotten how awesome we were back then. Awesome! Totally awful would probably be more accurate.
Full of awe. I like that.
In a nutshell.
The portals have I have to try to open. Are you coming along?
Can't it wait? I'm having a conversation right now.
Of course. You can just sit here all day long talking to yourself.
You do that all the time, too.
Actually, he's the one who talks all the time. I just listen. Are you telling her...
I'd almost...